When do they go for the execute? They've got a single smoke, a secondary one put out there towards the cross position on towards Coppins. Alistair can't body block it, and PGK still flicks to the head of DEXTER. Starts things off, drops that bomb. Backline to INCE, hold down against VMAS next up, tapping through against the core and drops him the same. As Mousesports ripped apart towards the entries. Looks like this pistol might go the way of Renegades, but Frozen at least holds the fight.
There's a lurk play coming in towards the A side too from Robs. Now they can just bring that bomb back over. What a recovery this has been from Mousesports, but they need Robs to be able to just find a little bit more. Already a rotate coming in from Sicko out from Library with that kit in play. The Banana players are trying to charge down, but they just missed the timing on that bomb, and Sicko's now found another.
At least they get the money bonus here. They might not win the pistol. He does get that one frag. Tapping through the next player with the headshot angle. Does isolate INCE and take him back. The same two frags needing to get a 4K. Actually, one more player left in Sicko stage. Frozen's really turned this around, but Sicko with a jumping shot. Domes him immediately. Gets the defuse in for Renegades. Here on the defensive, SMG bursts through, counter flash keeps him blind enough to keep Frozen in check. Not quite a casualty yet for Mousesports. For 13 seconds, they've got to hatch real quick. The bomb plant will go down relatively quickly, and Malta and Hat's going to get these kills together. Quick frag on the SMGs, on the USPs. 1 kill, 2 kills come back from Frozen actually, but now got to go down before time. Still gets a first frag of his own right, but falling after time is going to hurt the economy even more so. Great stuff from him so far in this game, but it's not enough for Mousesports. Pressing forward, Rops trying to find an angle to work with here. The flashbangs go over, the bomb plant gets dropped immediately by Alistair. Simple kill with the backline players. Hats first back on DEXTER, does find one trade and Frozen finds the second, so bomb can get picked up and planted, and eventually Mousesports will force the issue.
A bit of a misread there coming out from Renegades. They brought Sicko over to almost gamble stack up that B side as soon as the execution came in from long, and the two players on the side between Hats and Alistair were just sort of picked off between one another.
Try and play with those MP9s in the next one. Might be able to drop some weapons, but not a lot of loss bonus. Taking one player out, that's pretty big. No nades for the back, unfortunately. INCE is going to try to sacrifice himself. Does get taken out for it and doesn't get any casualties. DEXTER alive at 2 points of health, and Sicko can't make his way up to position in time, so...
They're consistently taking points away. Mousesports, we have not really seen anything quick from them, right? It's really been slow, very passive on the defaults, and Alistair's even just been able to swing out from the short position, find that first pick. A good start coming out for the Renegades, and look how low the time is. Surely this has got to be a fake towards B, bring that bomb over to A.
Third round in the row that Mousesports have run the timer to nothing, and now they're losing players very quickly. DEXTER got to push forward. Hats. 13 seconds nade. INCE going to go down and takes that CZ straight to the back of BMAS. A core with a secondary kill. Eagle on site for Alistair, just falling against the bomb planter, and that frag secures it. Of course, got to save the AK as Renegades chime right back. Really not a good start here for Mousesports. Not a massive amount of damage, but it takes them to 74 at least. Sicko just going to bait in with the SMG at long range, try and draw their attention from the other side. Incendiary down from the player at the back lines as Alistair makes his way up through mid and second, and seeing nothing of the T side. It's going to be a full and Sicko with the SMG spraying through, doing not enough damage to get the kill. They will take down a core in the end, but Frozen takes his deagle straight to the head of INCE. Bomb plant can be secured in a 2 versus 2. They're heavily tagged here.
Finally, a decent post player coming in for Mousesports, but you're right about the tag damage. Rop's incredibly low. Alistair already clearing out the top of Banana position. Hard angle check coming in towards a construction angle, and Rops is going to be able to connect with the M4. All down to Alistair, no. His position now, no. Main G coming through into the site, and Frozen is going to be able to deliver with a round from Mousesports. Very well done there from the T side.
Is he watching Boiler? He's watching the doorway, and they're going to go right past him. This could be a backstab to try and counteract the execution.
This could be big. It is enough of a distraction pulled away, but Robs checks it. Alistair looked like he had the positional advantage, but no, not at all. Mousesports start off, and now they commit their play out from long.
Trying to force INCE away. Damage done to BMAS and spray on. Sicko's going to fall. INCE next to drop Malta and Hats. The last 2 players left. Hats on site, trying to turn up this SMG, but can't do anything with it. And Malta left alone, shut down by the AWP of a core, and all 5 alive for Mousesports. Okay. And again, this timer will look to run low. Rops will move up. Incendiary's come down, M4, blind spray in totally with something, couldn't do anything with it. Malta on the move spot, gets himself 1 kill before he traded back by the AWP. Does burn a core at least beyond the grave, so there's a frag and a 3-on-2, but 3-on-2 still favour the Mousesports. Bomb plant be secured. Renegades not even in rotation positions. Gonna hold back towards this A play. Hold on to the rifles one more time as Mouse start to stack up the lead.
Rob's even going to try and go hunting, see if he can just do a little bit more damage as an exit. Hands out towards his pit position, could be swung on. But he's going to be at least behind some cover. Mousesports now, Jay. They need to rotate in, and Alistair could be that man, but it all comes down to the timing on how quickly the T's push forward.
Work on cross, spray through on Malta. ENCE there with the AWP shot, connects towards one. Alistair follows suit on Dexter. 5 versus 3. Now nades on a cord doing even more damage. ENCE might get forced away by the molly. Indeed he does, but repositions to another side of the site. Backlines, AWP seen above the smoke, straight through Malta, catches the core next up. And Mousesports falling to pieces here in the execution. Malta making it a double, dropping that bomb and a triple on the peak and a flashbang in. Beautiful stuff from Renegades, all 5 alive on the defense. Mousesports stalled by this utility, but still willing to push ahead of it here. Malta in a fight position, could be able to take down several players, but he's also blundered off by utility himself.
Oh, there's a boost coming through out from Moto. This could be Sicko dealt with. Gap over the top of the smoke, and Dexter finds that first pick onto Alistair. Sicko with the response with the NMP. Finds a couple of kills with Hans backing him up. Frozen and Fox now. The last couple left as they keep the play going into the A site, and the entries are perfect. It's back to a 2 versus 2.
Frozen faking a bomb plant. Gonna try force the on Malta. That might cost them as they drop the bomb once again. It's all on Rops. And ENCE has his angle. Being suppressed by more utility from Renegade's side. They've lost quite an amount of map control, but they're still trying to hold it what they can. Fast plays in from one player out, straight through the smoke. Frozen gets that one frag. Unable to deal with Sicko though. A great response on the AWP. Hats follows suit with the M4. And Dexter now at mode, so keeping his eyes on looking up towards the apartment. Malta will catch off Dexter next, and BMAS can respond towards him. So one trade to a 3-on-2. And Bomb making its way back here with the AWP alongside it. ENCE is watching the banana entrance. Will take down that bomb planter. And a core left alone in a 1-on-3. Gonna need to 3K clutch this if he wants to try and win this round for Mouse.
Yeah, he's going to go for it rather than try and save. See if he can bait out that AWP from ENCE out towards the Spool's position. Shot comes through, more information comes out. Now, ENCE needs to play passive here. He overextends and gives up his life. That's an opportunity now for the clutch to come through. Bomb plant coming in. ENCE not quite overextending. Rotate still coming in.
Scope in, footstep per, turn away from the flashbang, open towards the main position. The bomb go down. Gonna force him back towards tree, and just too many angles to check from there. Banana control early again, but just as passive as usually it seems for Mouse.
Yeah, Malta going in for a bit of an aggressive approach towards the top of Banana. Swing comes through from BMAS, and it's so dry. ENCE even comes through to peek together. 5-on-3 advantage coming through. Mousesports peeked in towards the top of Banana without really any utility. A great couple of opening finds for Renegades, and that's now going to push Mousesports into A. And we've seen how solid ENCE has been is that solo anchor at B time and time when it's actually been the rotate back over to the B side. 4 players here. You even wonder whether this cubby position from Malta is going to get checked. A-Core looked like he wanted to try and get up onto the porch position. Doesn't quite land it. And Malta's able to line them up. A-Core now the last one left. And there it is. A 9-6 half up for the Renegades. Her second half is coming up just after this short break.
Now with a serious opportunity to potentially put an upset on the table here to the T side line. They will go. Mousesports up to the pistol start, looking to shut down the early mid control of Hats and Co. 4-man stack into the A brackets position, and Hats breaks the openings kill.
Oh, what a start coming through from Hats. Just a wide swing out for the P250 and maybe even looking in for a little bit more. Looks like he's going to be able to try and entry out this brackets position. Now, there is a big bait setup coming through from Mousesports. 3 players out from the brackets. Contact, A-Core, Frozen working together. But it's Hats and Sicko to find the trades. Frozen still alive, and he's dropped that bomb now back to a 2 versus 2.
Hats will fall back though. Frozen looking for the last headshot on Malta. Gets back to some decent cover and now needs 2 kills to clutch it. Flashbang and baby block out. Can't land the headshot. Got plenty of time. That flick's good. The second one not so much. Dexter forced back in 50 points of health. Malta winning out a slight advantage. And now I'm going to go back to the default box. He sees his man. Taps it again. Sees it a cubby. Now forced to get the bomb plant. But no, he continues to bait. Do some more damage. And getting closer and closer to winning out this fight for the clutch out.
Oh!
He finally wins. And Renegades have 10 to the T side. A big, big pistol win for them. Ripped apart here on T side so far. The rifles are back out for round 19 though. This is their chance to stand and fight. This is their chance to put the hurt back on Renegades. And you can see how quickly they take Bracket's control. As Corn at the 7 points of health has to rely on Rops to bail him out. And he gets a double in fact. Hat's not checking out the apartment's control. Now Frozen gets involved, takes out ENCE. 2 standing, 1 standing. Monster standing alone. The Galil can only get so much. A core takes him out through the wallbang headshot. I believe they just predicted through the apartment's window. And that's Mousesports getting a start on CT.
To at least try and slow the play down, but this is going to be an A commitment. It doesn't look like it's going to be a fake at all. That single player from ENCE blue light running back over towards B, and Rops just swings out to the open.
Now a core's left alone on the site, and he's back up to rotate in real quick. BMAS is the man on his way, but the T's can act before he gets here. Smoke on will keep him suppressed from long. A core gets that first kill. Scoping on the second, lands it. Sicko close towards default, picks in, and a core takes the triple, now up against Alistair, backs up to the box corner, and 10 seconds for him to clutch this. It would be a 1 and 3, he's found that first, but he finds no more. A core with 4 and 8 rounds from Mousesports. Seeing Frozen dominating the kill feeds here for Mousesports, but a core showing he's still got something to play for. And the damage sustained by Renegades puts them on eco for this next round. A core getting yet another kill. Nays distracted by flashbangs. Renegades at least going to catch off some players off guard, but firepower isn't there. And the rifle picks them apart. 1 man left in Alistair. Mopped up by Rops, gets his 4K in this one. And Mousesports. Speedmaster starts things off in the apartments. Malta getting picked apart. Dexter gets 2 lines up out towards Banana. And now Frozen needs to support his teammates. Dexter's forced back on HP numbers. Mousesports coming alive once again. Going to get their momentum swing to try catch up to Renegades, and it looks like this might be another round to their favor. Sicko and Alistair with these AKs operating from different positions on the map. 1 player close to the apartments. BMAS is not letting Alistair get away with that. Sicko 1 on 5. And a shutdown round coming through here from Mousesports again.
Good to see Dexter now starting to get involved. We saw the opening kill came through from Bemis, just getting aggressive out for the apartments. 2 over from Broken Wall. And for Mousesports, with that aggressive approach out from mid, not quite finding any sort of sightline with it, they decide to go a little bit more passive and even rotate a 3rd player over to B. That's a big nade, though.
Dexter opens up the kill count, taking Sicko to capitalize on it. ENCE still gets 2 trades, though. That's a 2K. An amount of advantage taken back by the Renegade side. Mousesports a bit overzealous towards Banana, perhaps. Got some trade potential again. ENCE is low, Hats is tagged. AWP, of course, trying to lean forward and catch some sort of off angle, but nothing being offered up to him. There's 1 player aggressive, and he does go down to an even trade.
A good shot coming out from a core to trade it back onto Hats, and
yeah, on towards short they'll go. Molotovs, HE, smokes go down. Rops holding contact alongside BMAS. Flash keeps Rops blind. Renegades are going to act real soon. They do get a kill on the first man. M4 and BMAS struggling to deal with them as Malta takes both down. Bomb plant secured, and a core is out of the round.
They run that clock low, but they get those trades instantly. Great entries in towards the site. Acorn now starting to come through. Very winnable in this 1 versus 3 when you consider how low the HP numbers are, but how much of that information is relayed over. And now starting to make a move out from Long and Moto. That smoke still down. No more utility other than that single flash, though.
Oh, a core comes up with that kill. Has no idea where ENCE is at this stage, though. Sees in a mini pit, spray through. Hasn't got a HE, could have taken him down if he did. Smoke on the bomb. This is very risky. Gonna force him to peek, and ENCE will take him down at the 3K, at the point blank position, and Renegades defend the lead. The CTs have not budged from their site and pit positions. 1 player on Speedway can provide support to both sides. But a core is watching for the A play. Smoke's on, 3 seen. Rops can take down 1. Smoke back, finds the cover. BMAS comes in with a flank, takes out a kill. Has 2 standing in Sicko has 7 seconds to plant the bomb. He can't make it happen. And Mousesports clean house once again. Such confidence coming in from these CT rounds. Already on Frozen, flashed out, fires a shot. Dexter waiting behind the sandbags, gets a kill on one. Orb needs to reface the back up, he's still at the close range angle. The kill does come through, and they're trying to hold the back lines here. Malta gets a frag, but Frozen makes it a double. The defend against the T side, can't quite get Alistair, who jumps around the corner and gets a trade. 1 out of 3 that he needs for this clutch. As well, sees a second man, but couldn't connect it, and Rops capitalizes on that mistake. Turns a lead over for Mousesports with 14 up Renegades.
Alistair tries to get on top of first oranges to get a bit of a peek over the smoke from CT, but just can't win out the fight, can't win out the clutch. Rob's even pushing forward to the molly. Look at this aggression for the CTs, trying to tap away onto the bridge player. Mousesports have started off, and so has Acore, 5 on 3.
Secondary orb over at Brackets. Picking one up from the mid control. Now Frozen forced back here with his own orb back coffins.
Alistair can light up some flashes over the top, and they could just dive out from the apartments.
Smokes down, flashes over.
Oh.
Incendiaries from the CTs to respond. Here they come. Hacks out the gate, drops down. Has no idea about B Massacre there with the orb to drop in. And Alistair, 1v4, can't do it. Match point for Mousesports.
Close and personal towards the sandbags and contact peak. This time around, so much more passive. B-site XE underway.
Dexter is frozen to shut it down for that first kill. Straight through back on a second man. Alistair can trade it. Malta following suit. Straight back on the T-side line. Or now suppressed towards the corner and flanked out by the Mac 10. ENCE holding in tree. 2 standing for Mousesports, and it looks like Renegades might still keep a lifeline here. 4-on-2 situation. And there's no way for Mousesports to retake this.
No, it doesn't look it, does it? There's so much money, they might as well just throw it in, see what more damage they can do to that T side. Acor's even been heard out from ENCE. This should be an easy kill with the Tech 9, and Renegades get to 14, 1 away from trying to bring it to overtime, Jay. What a round that was. So much more passive for the CTs over a B. Very slow round, finally now starting to take some banana control. Acor just waiting to see if he can deal with that lurk play that Malta has been sort of trying to pincer in round by round. Dry Pig comes in. Oh, what a shot from Acor.
Now flashes in for the T side to get towards Banana. Dexter holding back behind the sandbags, dealing with hats. Can't get ins. Orpa frozen. Has Rops right behind him. Holding fire, holding face. Anti-flash from the M4. Jump face out. Shoulder base trying to get the Orp. It's a miss, but no. He fires in the midst of the flashbang. Fully blind. Gets that kill. And now Rops up on the flower pot. Looking above that smoke. Needs to get in 2 more kills. And Mousesports will cross the final hurdle. Sicko does get 1 to respond though. So the bomb plant can be secured.
2v3, what a post plant this is going to have to be for the Renegades. Mousesports have got so much utility behind them, and no one coming in from Banana. That smoke starting to dissipate out from CT. Sicko trying to play out for Nubox. There is a player posted on the right-hand side, but he's trying to see if he can find himself a bit of an angle, and now there's a 2 versus 2.
That's a huge kill. Time's ticking, Mousesports moving up. Alistair and Sicko holding from 2 different sides of the back line. AK watching Sicko, peeks and sees them both. And Nico called out. Alistair placing completely open and will go down to the USP. It's just enough time for the defuse, I think. And it looks like Mousesports will take it 16-14 above Renegades. A struggle in the half, but the Europeans come out on top.